Will you all now please rise? Congratulations, you guys. Can everyone please be seated, please? Good evening, family, friends, and loved ones. It is my distinct privilege to welcome you here today to celebrate the unions of Doctors Melissa Song and Ryan Zhang. It is truly an honor to stand before you as we witness the joining of two extraordinary individuals in love. For those of you who I have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Salam Bashur, and I've been lucky enough to be the friend of both Melissa and Ryan since our early days in Cleveland, where Ryan and Melissa first met. I like to think that Ryan and Melissa picked Temecula for their wedding since it reminded them of the serene landscape of East Cleveland. Before starting, I wanted to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Song, Mrs. Dong, Mr. Zhang, and Mrs. Zhou. Your unwavering support, love, and guidance have brought Melissa and Ryan to this beautiful moment. The love your families have shared is a testament to the strength and importance of family and community. I would also like to take a moment to thank each person in attendance today. By your presence, you are celebrating the devotion, love, and peace that Ryan and Melissa have discovered in each other and grown over the course of their relationship. Now, I'm in a bit of a unique position in that I became friends with both Melissa and Ryan at the same time. First, individually, and then together as partners. I actually met Melissa on the very first day of medical school, when our families sat together at the white coat ceremony. From that day, hearing stories and sharing stories with her family, it was evident that Melissa was someone that could do absolutely everything. Her intelligence shined through both in and out of class. Her kindness was embraced by everyone, and her gregariousness brought our friend group together. If you needed anything, you knew you could count on Melissa. She collectively was our friend group's organizer. I cannot tell you how many times I learned of due dates and events just by being Melissa's friend. It seemingly was as if she could do it all. In fact, one of my earliest memories of being friends with Melissa was deciding to go on a run in Lakewood Cemetery. Apparently something one does in Cleveland, and developing shin splints from trying to keep up with Melissa. I learned that day that I couldn't keep up with her running, nor in life. Now, Ryan and I began to get to know each other playing basketball, a sport we bonded about how much we loved and how poorly we both played. From when I first met Ryan, I knew that I would have a friend for life. Ryan's generosity and affability made him so easy to be around. He could make anyone feel at home, and in a year of transition to medical school, that ability was beyond powerful. He is always inquisitive, wanting to learn more about everything and everyone around him. From that first day, we all knew that we had a loyal, reliable, and dependent friend in Ryan. Selfishly, I knew I could always lean on him to help me full send my next 11-leg FanDuel parlay. I promise the next one's gonna hit. It was early on that Ryan and Melissa found each other. In October of our M1 year, Ryan and Megan sent me a text to help set up a surprise birthday party for Melissa. As our nights ended, our friend group ended up at the rooftop of the famous Velvet Dog, where Ryan first told me how much he liked Melissa. A few months later, right before leaving for Christmas break, Melissa and I grabbed coffee, and she shared with me the same feeling, and the rest has been history. Now, Melissa and Ryan knew when they asked me to officiate that they were risking me reenacting our game of true Syrian, especially when speaking on love. So I knew I couldn't disappoint, and I wanted to share a brief poem entitled I Told the Sea by Nizar Qabbani, the first Syrian poet laureate. In the summer, I stretch out on the shore and I think of you. Had I told the sea what I felt for you, it would have left its shores, its shells, its fish, and followed me. Looking back, it is so natural to see Melissa and Ryan together, because from their very first days of their relationship, they have poured themselves into each other's personal development and their growth together. They found in each other not only companionship, but also a deep connection rooted in shared values, aspirations, and of course, love. Their journey has been a testament to the power of love and the beauty of partnership. They've weathered challenges, including a year apart right after medical school, celebrated triumphs, and have always stood by each other's side, unwavering in their commitment. In their relationship, we see the embodiment of love's teachings: patience, understanding, compassion, and above all, the ability to lift each other up and help one another grow. Love, in its truest form, is not just a feeling, but a conscious daily choice. A choice to support, a choice to cherish, and a choice to nurture each other's dreams. They have chosen to tell the sea what they have felt for one another, and their love has followed. Today, as they stand before us, Melissa and Ryan are ready to embark on the next chapter of their journey together and exchange their vows to one another. Melissa, will you please share your vows with Ryan?
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, I'll stand.
Hi, Ryan. So after over 7 years together, I truly cannot imagine a better partner for me to navigate life with. Okay. Admittedly, I didn't see this coming the first few times we interacted. You were the nice guy with the nice voice. But then we went on our first date with our first real conversation, and I knew you were going to be different. I had never connected with someone so quickly before on areas like values, identity, and just our general outlook on the world. My heart knew immediately that I could trust you, and I wanted to learn more. I quickly saw that you approached like every role in your life wholeheartedly, whether it's being a partner, a son, a brother, a friend, a physician, or a Nugget sports fan. You show up when it's needed 100% of the time, and will always go the extra mile without asking for anything in return. You're the person who, when finished with clinic early, will help see another resident's patients without ask, just so they could also finish on time. You're the person who, after a long day, will still be happy to give me a massage and edit my writing. You also have a seemingly never-ending wealth of trivia knowledge, and not one day goes by when I don't learn something new from you. But perhaps the thing I admire most about you is your ability to stay true to yourself and trust in your own self-worth without needing external affirmations. You have helped me see and believe that I am always enough and that I am capable. Our relationship has weathered a pandemic, the residency match process, and long distance. We have taken each step in stride and made treasured memories along the way. Life with you feels effortless and joyful, despite how many hours of work we put in or how many consults we have to field. It is a life full of adventure, laughter, delicious food, and love, and it's only the beginning. Ryan, I promise to love and care for you as you do me. I promise to be more space conscious when loading the dishwasher and to always remind you to moisturize. I promise to be there to comfort you through the lows, including every Nuggets or Duke basketball loss, and to celebrate the many, many highs. As medical trainees, every next step is an uncertainty. You have always unconditionally supported me and my aspirations, but I know my greatest blessing is the privilege to build a future with you. I do and always will love you.
Ryan, at this time, will you please share your vows with Melissa?
I fell in love with you on a walk. We were at the Rocky River Reservation in Cleveland. It was our third date. We walked up 155 steps to the top of a bluff overlooking the river, and the view wasn't even that good because it's Cleveland. And I thought to myself, I must really like this girl. A few months later, we were in Columbus, walking through the city, watching moms push their babies in strollers, high schoolers going to the prom, older couples walking their dogs. We reflected on the life that lay before us, and we wondered shyly if that life would include the person we were walking beside. Eventually, we started walking in places that extended far beyond Ohio. We walked the cobbled streets of Rome. We walked hand in hand along the shores of both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. We walked up and down the High Line many, many times. And once we walked up 100-odd steps to a museum at the very northern tip of Manhattan, and I asked you to marry me. When we walk, we talk. And talking to you is really special. Anybody who has spent any time at all talking to you knows that they're talking to a spark of a human being, a kind, thoughtful, fiercely determined, hilarious, intelligent, absolute badass. Mel, you are more than the love of my life. You're my best friend, my life coach, my road trip partner, my fashion critic, my eye doctor, also my general doctor, someone to watch basketball with, someone to cook with, someone I can freely tear up in front of while watching Coco and not feel judged. I vow to be there for you always, to show up for you always. I vow to be honest with you. I vow to be your shelter from the storm. I vow to have a short memory for the things that come between us, and a long memory for the things that bind us together. I vow to take you to every national park so that you can fill out your water bottle. And it is my mission in life to fill your days with laughter, which fortunately will be easy because no one makes you laugh more than yourself. 7 years ago, I undertook a grand adventure, falling in love with you. And as deeply as I have fallen, I'm falling for you still. I vow to you that I'll never stop falling in love with you, that my love for you will only continue to grow, day by day, year after year. You know, I once told you that you were my ocean, and now you're my whole world. I expect in a few years you'll be my entire galaxy. And then it's galaxy groups, after that galaxy clusters, and then superclusters, and so forth until we've basically reached the entire observable universe. We'll get there. Mel, you have my heart. You always will. No matter what happens, for as long as we'll walk this earth, I'll walk beside you. I love you.
Can we now please have the maid of honor and best man present the rings? And now, as a symbol of your commitment to each other, I invite you to exchange your rings. All right. Melissa, do you take Ryan to be your husband, to love him, to cherish him and comfort him, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Ryan, do you take Melissa to be your wife, to love her, cherish her, and comfort her, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Then I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
In the night I lie and look up at you. When the morning comes I watch you rise. There's a paradise they couldn't capture, that bright infinity inside your eyes.
매일 밤 내게 날아가 또 이런 것도 잊은 채 나 웃으며 너를 만나 Never ending forever baby You are my universe and I just want to put you first
right, and ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a big round of applause for the bride and groom, their bridal party, and family members as they make their way down that aisle. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, at this time, the bride, the groom, and their bridal party with their immediate family members will remain here at the